Hi guys, today's video topic is how can I correct data if I made something wrong at my beehive. This happens most of the time when you don't turn the key switch. So before you start working, you should use the key switch, but by accident, if you didn't, then the scale has wrong data in the aggregation of your yield. So it's not a problem at all. We can fix that. And how to do it, I will show you today in this video. So first of all, you need to choose the scale where the error happened. So in my case, it's this scale. I open up the report because in the reports area, we can do the correction. So there are two options how to make a correction. So first option is I made the turn of the key switch. So there is an entry of there's a timestamp. I know, okay, on the 18th of April I was on my beehive, and the problem was I turned the key too late. I took also already weight of the hive, so I need to correct this. The problem is you can't do a correction if there's already another correction. So when you turn the key switch, it's auto-correcting the weight data. So before we can correct manually the data, we need to delete in a first row the original autocorrection. You see on the 18th there was this autocorrection, and we click on the pencil, open up that and click delete. So this is important that we can say, okay, we need to delete this first because you can't have two correction items for one timestamp. So now I'm on the 18th of April and we want to make a correction, let's say from those values are wrong because I was on the beehive. So then I click plus. I say I want to have the correction on the 18th of April. Start time is 1 to 3. And I have three options now. I can say none, but then there will be any connection. This you can use for make a comment. Automatic, when you use automatic, then it will calculate the right correction weight. So in between, it will set all the yields to 0. So then those values are out of the calculation. And if you set manual, then you can say, okay, please make plus 3 kilograms in this time period. So this is also an option, but I want to have no work, so I'll use the automatic function, click to save, and then we have an entry for this time period. You see, from 1 to 3, we have a difference of 7.02 kilograms, and you see there is the inspection sign, and now in between we have no yield at all because it's making the automatic correction. You can see that as well in the bottom. So we have from 1 to 3, you see the pencil, and this is the sign for you that there a correction happened. And this will also happen when you forget to turn the key, because when you move the weight more than 1.5 kilograms within 5 minutes, the scale detects that this can't be from the bees and it makes an automatic correction. But as I said, 1.5 kilogram, it's not very accurate, this correction. So it's just for you to see, hey, okay, this can't be real. Please have a look on that, and that's why it's marked with a pencil. So as we see, our correction was not optimal because 1 hour later or within this hour, we have still some values that can't be correct, right? So if I want to correct a single value, and this makes just sense when it's just a single value what crashes my data, then I click on that value. So I go to the 5-minute values, that's important. Go to the 5-minute values. And then I choose, for example, this value. And I want not minus 0.1 kilogram, I just want to have that on 0. So then I click to 0 and it will get the pencil as a marker, so it knows this is not an original value, this is a corrected value, and it sets to 0. You can also say I want to have plus 2 kilograms, for example. It's also possible. So this is the second option how to make a correction. If you want to correct a single value, not a whole time period, you can use this opportunity, but please be aware you can just correct at the smallest unit of data. So in this case it's the 5-minute values. If you have hourly values, if your smallest unit, then you have to do it on the hourly values basis. If you want to correct a longer time period and there are also automatic corrections in between, please delete them before, and then you can create a new task, complete the task here in this menu, and then you can correct a whole time period, what is way faster than do the correction on every single item. So that's all how to correct the data. If you have questions, just write us an email, leave your comment below. Thanks for your feedback and enjoy the coming season.